Hello and welcome to my Saturday vlog. Today I will be doing a short review of Harvest Moon for the SNES, and I am going to talk about some anime movies. But first, let's introduce where I am because this is 1.72, I guess. But yeah, this is the new Minecraft update I am now in. I just made this world, and so I thought that we might go ahead and look at some of the new stuff while doing today's vlog. I have actually already started my new server, but I'm not gonna show that off because, well, that's a surprise. But yeah, this is the new Minecraft update. You can see some of the new plants over here. Let's actually get our crosshair on right there. We have the new plants, some of the new plants, and we have some down here. I think those are rose bushes. But yeah, let's talk Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo is actually one of my favorite games of all time. I've played it so many times, but I've only actually completed it once, and that was on this channel. So you can go back and watch this if you like. We got some more plants right here. Um, just a moment. So this is also something new. There's a lot more you can actually turn off and on. As you can see, you can turn off down the how much noise the weather does, the hostile creatures, the players. This is really cool. There's a lot of new things in the new update. So now we don't have music. Whoa, that was nice. But yeah, Harvest Moon, in case you don't know, is a RPG type game, a very casual RPG where you control a small farmer who has recently inherited his, well, not inherited because they're not dead, but he's gotten the family farm to take care of, and you then basically have to farm and take care of animals and also hit on girls. Um, you have to find a wife and stuff like. You can cut down trees. You can uh, plant stuff. You have to water it. You have to harvest it. You have to. There's a lot of different. There is some similarities between that and Minecraft. You can actually say, of course, you can't really build anything in Harvest Moon. Well, that's not completely true. You can upgrade your house, like I think 2 times and stuff like that. But it is an amazingly fun game. It's a long game, and when I played it for my channel, I kind of skipped a lot of stuff. I mean, you can't skip how long the days are and stuff like that and how long the game is, but you could do a lot more than I did. But the problem is it would become pretty much the same thing over and over again if I had to do everything that was possible in the game. So I skipped a little bit of that, but you can. It's a lot of repetition, but I don't really think it gets boring. It's kind of like Minecraft. There's a lot of repetition in Minecraft as well, like cutting down trees, constantly mining, farming, taking care of animals, stuff like that. Hey, chicken. But yeah, Harvest Moon is a super fun game, and like I said, you have to. There's some small not mini games, but mini stories that breaks away from the ordinary gameplay, like some festivals you have to attend once in a while, where you dance and eat nice food, and you can buy some things. And then there's some small happenings where you get new tools, and there's hurricanes and earthquakes. The hurricane was amazing. That was really fun. Especially the face of this TV, and when you like look at it and the TV, and there's an announcer, and the face of the announcer when there's a hurricane or an earthquake is hilarious. It's a really fun game, and you can get a lot of different animals like horse, dog, and chicken and cows, and that's pretty much it. And there's a lot of some. I think there's 4 different uh, crops. And Harvest Moon is a series that is still going on. I mean, I've played a bit of the Harvest Moon 64 for the Nintendo 64, and I played one of the a little bit of one of the. Ooh, we got sunflowers here. I played a little bit of one of the Harvest Moons for the PlayStation One. I think it was Back to Nature. I think it was called. Maybe not. Maybe it was the PlayStation Two. I can't recall, but it was the game has. I wish that more of the games would. I wish the game would come out for the PC, but you don't really see games like that on the PC, especially that whole RPG type with the heavily anime influences. Like, for instance, many of SquareSoft's game basically, or Square Enix as they're called now, the Final Fantasy games. I mean, only two of the Final Fantasy games. Ooh, there's a roof forest. I haven't actually explored one of those yet. But yeah, only two of the Final Fantasy games came out for the PC, except for the what's it called, the online versions did come out for the PC. But other than that, there was only Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8, which I both own, but never actually completed. This looks cool. This is a new area. This is the roofed forest where these big mushrooms, which you normally only could get on okay on the mushroom biomes, or the whatever they were called. They weren't called the mushroom biomes. I can't remember what they were called. But this looked nice. Yeah, this is really nice. Loving the new Minecraft. But yeah, Harvest Moon, I played it for an emulator, and if you want to, I suggest you go ahead and do that. And like, but if you own a Nintendo, I think one of the new Nintendo machines. I think there's a Harvest Moon for the Wii, and I know there's also a Harvest Moon for the PS3. I think, and there'll probably be a Harvest Moon for the PS4. And the basic idea of the game is basically the same. They only just add some new stuff to the games. I really wish I could play them. I guess I don't know. But yeah, Harvest Moon, one of my favorite games of all time. And I really, except for one, well, that's weird. Except for a little bit of repetition, too much repetition. Other than that, there's really nothing I could complain about because the game is amazing. It really is. I had a little too many hurricanes, but that was that was just bad luck, I guess. I think the weather in the game is pretty random. But moving on to ooh, lots of flowers. Oh my god. I like the lot more outside what surfaced rock instead of just I know you saw that in the previous Minecraft, but there's a lot more of it, more just rocky mountains. Rocky mountains. Um, More of that than in the previous one. But yeah, moving on to anime, and I'm gonna do kind of do. I've seen a lot of anime. Well, actually, not a lot. Probably a lot of people who've seen more than me. I've never really been an. I'm not like an anime. I am an anime fan, but not a fanboy, if you want to call it that. Um, so, but yeah, I'm gonna kind of do some different parts where I talk about different anime games. In this, I mean, in different videos. In this video, I'm talking about the non-action based because I'm gonna wanna split it up there, do the action based in another video. But this is a more non-action, and by action I mean things like Ghost in the Shell and stuff like that. I'm gonna and all the things with big robots and guns and really fast-moving people with lots of magic or fighting or stuff like that. So those I'm gonna do for a separate video. I'm not gonna survive that. So this one I'm talking about more some of the non uh, hmm, action based. The first one I'm going to talk about is, I think this is the only one that is from Studio Ghibli. No, that's a lie. That's some of them are. But yeah, this is the first one I'm going to talk about is a classic. It's a Miyazaki, I think that's his name, movie, and it is My Neighbor Totoro. I really, really love that movie. I think that is Miyazaki's very best movie because I think a lot of his movies are kind of weird for the sake of weird and too much weirdness put into one story, especially things like Spirited Away and House Moving Castle. Now, I did enjoy those movies, but they would never be among my favorites because I don't know. There's too much stuff happening for one movie. They would have been better to just made into separate stories or of a series or something like that. But My Neighbor Totoro is more minimal, I guess it is a way to say it. There's not as much happening all at once in My Neighbor Totoro, and a lot of it is actually semi-realistic, dealing with real issues and real problems, stuff like that. I'm not. By the way, in this video, I'm not really getting in much into what the story, the movies are about in this video because I don't know. Most people seen My Neighbor Totoro, and I don't know. It's it's hard to explain that movie. I think maybe it's because it's been a while since I've seen it. But basically, well, I can just run over what it's about. It's about a. Oh, that looks pretty cool. It's about a. Is it a girl? See, I've been so long since I can't remember if the main character is a boy or a girl. I think it's a girl, and she finds this weird creature living close to her house in the forest called Totoro, and other strange creatures such as, for instance, the kitten bus, which is a bus and a cat. Kind of weird, and yes, there is weirdness in this movie, like I said, and the others, but I don't think there's as much, and that I rather like that. So it's an amazing movie. Next one is probably my one of my favorite anime movies of all time, and that is The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. And this is about a girl who suddenly finds out that she can leap through time and jump through time, and I mean it literally. Jump. She actually, when she jumps like this, like that, she can. Well, she has to want to do it, I guess. I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah, she can jump through time, and she tries to do that to solve some of her everyday problems and stuff like that, and finds out that changing time can be kind of a dumb idea at times. But it's the thing I really like about it is, as far as I remember, other than her being able to, ooh, that looks cool, travel in time, I don't think there is really is that much other stuff in it that is actually supernatural. And I like that. It's about a girl with ordinary problems who just happens to be able to travel in time. It's a really, really great movie. Really beautiful drawn. Next up, we have Perfect Blue. Now, this is a little different than your usual anime because this is actually a thriller. And this one is actually scary. This is probably one of the scariest cartoons I've seen. This is kind of Lynch meets anime feel to it, where a girl starts to be a famous girl. I can't remember. I think she's kind of like the Japanese idols. So she's which it, in Japan an idol is I don't know much about Japanese culture, but basically when you talk about idols, this is how I think of it at least. An idol is basically well, it's something you idolize, but it's mostly girls and all boys. Sorry, it's just in this case it's a girl that actually it can be a singer, it can be an actress, but most of them is actually I have a feeling that do a lot of stuff to get I don't know what I'm talking about. Sorry, but the girl is a Japanese idol type thing, and she one of her fans started stalking her and terrorizing her. And this movie is weird, and I really like this. And this is not the same kind of weird as I talked before. Not the kind of weird that Miyazaki usually makes. It's more the weird that Lynch or Cronenberg kind of make, and I love that kind of weird. And it is a thriller, which you don't see that often in anime. At least I haven't found any. If anybody knows of any other really great thrillers, like Perfect Blue, as an anime, please let me know because I really love that movie. The last two I'm gonna talk about are both pretty much about the same subject, but kind of takes a different perspective on it. It's about it's set in World War II, both of them, and both of them is about the nuclear. bombs, I guess. Well, I can't actually remember if both of them is about, but it's about Japan during World War II, and both of them is about children. The first one I'm going to talk about is Barefoot Gen, and Barefoot Gen is probably the most visually realistic one of the two. It's actually the manga that the movie is based on is actually written by a guy who is a um, Hiroshima or Nagasaki survivor, and he actually wrote this comic about his own experiences during World War II, during the time before the bomb, and actually on during the bombing, and that's one of the things that this movie really makes this movie really a masterpiece, is that you actually see what happens to the people who are directly in the blast zone when the bombs fall. It's an amazing movie. The other movie, great, is called Grave of the Fireflies, and it takes a little different perspective. Whereas the Barefoot Gen is has the thing where it deals with the nuclear bomb, and this one deals with a two siblings, a boy and his little sister, who has to survive on their own in I think it's I can't remember if it's post-war. No, it's during the war. It's around the same time as the nuclear bombs, but I don't think the nuclear bombs has as much part in this movie as in Barefoot Jan. But it's the one the most emotional of the two, I would say, is Grave of the Fireflies, and this something one of the reasons for that is that this one is newer. It's better drawn, so you can clearer see the emotion on the people's faces and stuff like that. But both of them are very emotional. I'd say that Grave of the Fireflies is the most emotional of the two, and Barefoot Jen is the most. I was about to say realistic, but no, more scary of the two, because it really shows the whole nuclear blast and stuff like that. But both of them are amazing movies. I really love the new Minecraft update. It's um, it's really beautiful. I'm hoping to find a redwood forest, which is not called a redwood forest. It's called the Mega Taiga, I think, and I found one in one of my other worlds, and it's in the world. Well, one of the I did a lot of worlds when I tried to find one to start my new world in, but I actually ended up doing a random one because I realized that instead of trying to find the perfect one, that would be more challenging to just take a random world and start building up in that. But yeah, the redwood forest or mega taiga as it's called is really really awesome. But they really generated terrain better in this version than normally, and that is one of the things that really does shine out. Shine out. That does. I don't know. Anyway, this is not a Minecraft review. Let's sum up. Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo, one of my favorite game of all time. You can go check out my complete playthrough. I think it's 45 videos. That might be more. I'm not really sure. Ooh, the sun's coming up. But it's an awesome game about a little tiny farmer. And then we reviewed non-action based anime. We reviewed My Neighbor Totoro, The Girl Who Left Through Time, Perfect Blue, Barefoot Gen, and Grave of the Fireflies. All amazing anime features. This is, of course, I haven't ever really been that much into the anime series, although I probably should because I know there's a lot of great ones, and also a lot of movies that came out of those. So I have to kind of watch the series before watching the movies. So, but yeah, these I'm gonna do another video with more where I talk about action-based anime, and there'll probably be another game that fits the bill. Harvest Moon was a perfect opportunity for me to talk about anime because it is kind of anime style graphics. But yeah, I think this is the end of the video. I think this video might have been shorter than some of the previous ones, but at the same time, this video has been a lot more together, non-confusing than a lot of my other videos, videos, that is. But yeah, I'll see you next time on Monday. Monday, yeah, for more vlogging, and I'll see you tomorrow for more gaming. These are roses, right? These are indeed roses. Yes. Oh, I can't plant it on sand. I can plant them here. Ooh. But yeah. Bye.